Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is another Thursday night right here in the studio, and we have such a spectacular night planned for you, or maybe it's planned for me, but it's really going to be a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy it too. We have one of my mentor, my friend, just the person I just love with all my heart, Lisa Williams in the studio. So we are going to talk tonight with so much to talk about. And we're going to get some juicy gossip from her. Yes, we are, because we got the insider here. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff coming up, and especially her coming to LA and how that came about, and her book, and you know, I don't even know how she keeps up with everything, honestly. Like, I have no idea how she does it, and has 2 kids. I mean, it's incredible what she does. But I don't even want to delay bringing her on, because I am so excited. So let me just welcome world-acclaimed celebrity, psychic medium, teacher, owner of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development, a mecca of a being, Lisa Williams.
You know, I wish that you could introduce me everywhere I go, because that was just awesome. Thank you.
I could record it. You could just play it. We could play it over speakers, right?
Oh my gosh, I think that's fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome. I could hear it playing right when you're going to the local grocery store. And walking through right now in Walmart is international celebrity.
You would have Charlie, my son, sort of like going, oh my God, my mom's in the store, help.
But at this point, that poor kid, he has been through so much. There's nothing he can be embarrassed by anymore, right?
Yeah, I know, but I still keep doing it. I mean, I was literally just home a minute ago, and I was hammering with him with my water bottle going, you need to do the washing up. He's got to work.
Oh my gosh, that is so, and he just had a birthday, right?
Yeah, he's 19. I can't believe the time has flown.
Gosh, it's so crazy. I can't believe it. And I think too, when I saw his birthday, I believe I met him when he was 13.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
wow.
Yes, yeah. And then I remember when I let him drive. Do you remember that?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Remember when
remember that.
Yeah, he drove. He was good with me though.
He's still scary now. He just had his new car. I just bought him, well, it's not really new. It's an old Subaru, but didn't we all have just like some banger when we grew up? But yeah, he's just had his first car a couple of weeks ago. So
wow. And you got a new car. You got a little Mini Cooper.
I did. It's my 4th. I'm a bit of a mini maniac, so I love it.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Your Mini is like my stand.
That's exactly it. And so I'll take you for a spin in it when I see you.
I can't wait.
This summer.
I know. Everything is happening so fast, isn't it?
So quick. Absolutely. It's just, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And I was only looking at Facebook post. What was it, a couple of weeks ago, and about when I did my goodbye party in LA. I think it was 4 years ago, or might have been 5 years ago, and I could not believe it. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I love these people, and I miss LA. Yeah. I really do. So I'm happy to be coming back.
Yeah, we've got you coming back August 16th, which is going to be phenomenal. And somehow I was able, I think it might have been your second glass of wine, that I was able to talk you into teaching a one-day class here. So
yes, you did. No, I think it was really a case of, I think for me, I miss teaching with you, and I miss that collaboration of just people coming together and good people and bringing them together. So I thought it was, when we suggested it was like, yeah, why not? Let's just make it happen.
Yeah.
And it also happens to be my bachelorette weekend. So, it's perfect.
It will be, we'll work and then we'll play.
Absolutely. I'm all about working and playing.
So mastering mediumship is just going to be a fantastic opportunity for anyone who has not previously studied with you to take this workshop and dive in. And I'm sure plenty of the students who have studied with you will be craving for that bit of time to learn more, because I know just every class I've ever taken with you, you always offer something else. You always bring in something new. So it is non-stop learning and growing with you, which is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I try. And I think it's so important to actually keep everything fresh.
Yeah.
And normally I hold a circle tonight, and I felt bad by saying, I can't do it, but they were fine. And I've had so many people say to me, we learn something different every night. We push the boundaries, and full well, because I pushed you, that you just push those boundaries, you keep on pushing.
You do. And again, I am always so grateful for that. And that pushing, and that it's pushing, but it's also with encouragement. So I think that's kind of the fine line there that makes it like, okay, I can do this. And even when you think you can't do it, the fact that you think I can, I must be able to.
Well, I have to share this, and I have to share this with your listeners, because I am now on your show, but I just have to share a little tidbit about Colby. Seriously, she walked into my class and she didn't really know why she was there. And it was like, I'm here to do psychic. And I looked at her and I'm like, okay. So we got on with the psychic, and then it was the mediumship. And it was like I pushed, and you really didn't have confidence in it. You struggled with it. You didn't have confidence. And I remember when you were leaving that Tuesday night, and I tell this story all the time, and you had taken a couple of, and I remember getting you up on demonstration in sort of like the Sunday service. And you were like, you want me to do what? And I went, I want you to do some messages. You were like, oh my gosh. And you had this moment and this look, and you went, sure, I'll do it. And the one thing I admire about you is that you never said no.
Yeah.
You always said, okay, I'll do it. Even though I know in your head you were absolutely panicking. You had those moments like, I don't know if I can do it. And then that Tuesday night, as we were walking out, and I literally grabbed you and I said, master teacher applications are due tomorrow. And you went, me. I'm like, yes, you. So it's just been for me, it's just been a remarkable journey to see how you've blossomed, how you have changed, how you have grown, and to see you do your show and to see you travel around the world, to go to Australia. I'm just so proud of you, and I just want to let you know that I love you, and I'm just so proud of where you've gone and what you've done.
Thank you. Well, I wouldn't have even started it if it weren't for you, right? So,
wow. I listen. I'm going to use the words of Louise Hay. Listen, I just gave you the tools, darling. You did the rest.
I'll have to take a picture of this, but in your book, you wrote in there. I just remembered this. You hand wrote, I look forward to sharing this stage with you one day.
No, really?
I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, I'm going to go in and write it for you right now. But I'm pretty sure you did. I'm going to find it and take a picture and post it.
Oh gosh. God. And we are going to be sharing the stage.
That's what I'm saying, on August 16th, right?
Yeah.
So that is, what a fabulous night. And that is a gorgeous theater. And I know when I went in there and I talked to Jay and looked at the theater, the minute I mentioned your name, he was there, and he said, oh my goodness, I remember her. She filmed her show here and da-da-da. So it was so exciting. And the seats are going fast, Lisa. They're going so quickly.
Oh, that's awesome.
So everybody is so excited to see you here again. It's going to be a phenomenal evening. Really fun.
Can't wait. I can't wait. And I miss LA. You know, people say to me, do you miss LA? I went, I don't miss LA as in LA, but I miss my friends.
Yeah.
I miss the community. And that's what I'm going to be missing. And that's what I'm going to be loving. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
I really can't. It's going to be, and that theater, I never forget a friend of mine saying to me, so darling, what are you going to say when you get on stage? And I went, I haven't got a clue. And she said, what? Oh my gosh, what? And she was so shocked. And I went, I'm just going to get on there and do it. And that was my first, that theater was the first time I'd ever stood on stage in America.
Wow.
And it's a big deal for me. So just to be going back, it's pretty amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a beautiful homecoming. So
It will.
And then we're really going to have fun that we may or may not be able to film.
We won't disclose it. Maybe we might. I don't know.
we might not be able to tell. But speaking of which, you know, the whole reason you're coming here is for your bachelorette party because you're getting married.
I am. I'm going to pick up my wedding dress from Arizona, making the trip over to LA and partying with you guys for a weekend. So what couldn't it be better?
It's going to be so much fun. And, you know, you're getting ready for the wedding, doing all the wedding plans. Is everything now kind of in order? You pretty much there? No, not so much.
No, I finally sent the invites out to print the other day. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just, who cares about invites? Let's just go and have a big party. Who cares? Yeah, because I'm just not, I've got so much going on.
Yeah.
What with the teaching, and Chris is opening the new restaurant in Lilydale, and then Charlie graduating, everything happening. And I'm about to leave for about 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like, yeah, people turn up, they turn up.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. Yeah. And the restaurant, it's going to be it's the old Sunflower at Lilydale.
Yes, it is. And we've got quite an extensive menu, actually. So we're going somewhat vegan, somewhat vegetarian. And obviously, we'll cater for everybody, but we're doing a lot of organic stuff as well. So I'm super excited.
Oh, it's just in time. Is it going to be open when I'm there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yay.
Yeah, it opens in about 4 weeks.
Oh, good. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect for the season too. So I'm sure they're really excited. Now we've got the summit coming up too. The applications are coming in, and I tell you what, this summit, it was such an incredible idea and concept that you had, and what an undertaking, because every year it is so much work and effort, and truly takes an entire tribe to put this thing together. But,
it really does.
But what an experience for any student really looking to develop their gifts. And, you know, they get 12 weeks online with you, and then they get their homework. And, you know, this is my 4th year teaching it.
Wow.
Can you
I can't believe that.
4th. So I might be one of the longest running master teachers teaching it.
I think you are. And you know what's funny is it just came out with a concept. I just, because I come out with these concepts and suddenly they become reality. I bring them into fruition. And it just became this, let's bring everybody together.
Yeah. Yeah.
How incredible would it be to have the collective energy of bringing 100 or 200 students around the world working together in this collective energetic space? And it's a creative space. Everybody pulls together. The conference calls that I have, it just everyone piles in asking questions.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And then to have all of the teachers around the world be teaching at the same time.
Yeah.
It is a logistical nightmare. I will tell you that.
It's a lot.
I got to tell you, hats off to Carol in my team, because she manages to maneuver and pull all the strings and make it all happen behind the scenes. I mean, I couldn't do it. It's incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
But, and you know, just going through the student, I'm really lucky. Last year was just every year, it's an incredible amount of students and their love and their faith and their trust. And, You know, and as a master teacher, it does make you feel really good when they choose you to be their mentor. It does, you know, especially when you start to get a reputation and they're still choosing you. That's really good. You're like, okay. But it's really amazing because, again, I can just see the challenges and the blocks and the triggers and what Spirit is asking them to release and let go of, and their fear and their worry. And part of me is like, you know, I know that feeling. I have been there.
Yeah. I was going to say, does it trigger you to kind of think, oh my gosh, that was me one day? You
know what it does? It makes me realize what holds us back, and that is ourselves. And so I can empathize with them, but I also know to keep pushing them through it. I also know that, you know, it's time for the big girl and big boy panties. Let's do this. Because I know what's on the other side of that. Yeah. And it's so rewarding to work with Spirit and to work with teams and to work with the other master teachers and your team, and it's so incredibly rewarding, and to see where their confidence is 12 weeks later, no matter what they've been through. They have been through the ringer.
They have. And you know, it's funny because I see it on a different level, because obviously I'm seeing all of them, and I get to experience all of them. But not only that, is I also am teaching the new set of master teachers at the same time. Yeah. So they get to really get involved with the summit. And you know, for those of you who've never heard about the summit, it's literally a group of people coming in to learn advanced mediumship. And I just am so blessed that I've got an incredible team of teachers who are taking this and making it their own and running with it, because as far as I'm concerned, that's all I ever wanted it to be.
Yeah. And it's great. So, and just so you at home, if you're watching and saying, "Ooh, that sounds really interesting," all you have to do is go to lwissd.com. You will see the World Summit. You click on it. It will show you the master teachers that are teaching and their areas in which they're offering it. So you can find the master teacher that resonates with you the most, okay? And submit your application. And then a panel gets together and decides, and that's it. So I think it's a phenomenal opportunity for anyone out there. And again, Lisa, just the idea of the effort. I mean, I am one master teacher of students. The effort it must take for you to make it successful, but you find a way each and every year to make it unbelievable. And you know, that's another thing too. When we look at your life, you know, you're leaving behind such a legacy. You know, you've got your son, which is a legacy in its own, right? But you've got what you're doing in trailblazing for Spirit, and how you're opening doors that were once closed. How you really are. I mean, in all honesty, you bring spiritualists and spiritualism and non-spiritualists, and you're bringing them together as well to show us, hey, we can blend. Just same as you blend with Spirit, we can blend with one another. And
it's true.
And it's phenomenal, because I know it's a personal burden on the soul, and it's hard, and sometimes you just want to throw in the towel and run off to Mexico with Chris, and the two of you just lay on the beach, and but you're doing it, and you roll up your sleeves, and you're committing yourself. And then he's committing himself, even having a restaurant in the middle of Lilydale. Look at the change he's creating. You know, this is going to be fabulous.
Well, it's not going without its challenges. I mean, it really has. And you did make me tear up, because after everything that I've been through with Lilydale, and not Lilydale itself, but the people in there, it has been such a challenge that I did choose to walk away and step back from being on the board. But I feel that you have to make the change in another way. And it is, you're absolutely right. It's about bringing in the blend of spiritualism, which is a religion in itself, and then bringing in the connection of spirit and bringing in the mediumship. But not only that, all of that encompasses the healing that we actually bring about. And that's why people search for us.
They do.
The reason why people search for us is for healing. They need something that they can't find within themselves.
Yes.
What we do is all we do, and this is what I strive for people to tell their clients, is we're just empowering you to get your own connection.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say, if you have come back to me time and time and time and time and time again for that same connection, I'm not doing my job. I am not empowering you to find your own connection.
Yeah.
I am not empowering you to make that, because I don't want the psychic junkies, and I understand that they're out there, but it's devastating because I have been that psychic junkie myself, and it's an addiction. And to move through that, we have to empower them. And so by doing radio shows like you're doing, by bringing courses out, by teaching, by doing large demonstrations, we are feeding their need of the healing, but we're also empowering them to have that connection to themselves and to spirit.
Yeah, and even with the healing, I believe your latest book does that as well, Divine Wisdom. Mm-hmm. So that book is really basically what the messages you've gotten from spirit. Is that right? And then you're kind of putting it out. Share a little bit as what inspired you, what it's about, how you're hoping it will help others.
Well, I mean, the book itself is quite crazy, actually, because it came about by simply just getting the messages that I started to use for the advanced mediumship. And then I started having all of these messages, and I was just writing one on the plane, and my publisher said to me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm writing these messages that I get." And he's like, "That should be a book." And the next thing I know, and there are so many books, so many messages in here that are just channeled information from spirit. And I believe that anyone can just open the book, and you can get the passage that you need. Because I don't know about it, but for me, I just can't sit and read a book cover to cover. I don't have the patience, the time. Although the last time I did is Chris and I were going on vacation. I read Prince's book cover to cover. I mean, it was an easy, quick read, but no one has the time. I mean, people don't have the attention span to even watch a 4-minute video sometimes. Yeah. So I just wanted something quick that people could delve into, come out, and it'd be easy for them to digest and maybe learn something and heal from the words that were given.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, there you go. Just finding one more thing to add to the package.
I know, and there's more to come. I'm writing another book as well. In fact, I've got 2 books on the go.
Oh, yay. Good.
That's exciting.
Anything you can share with us?
Well, one is on forensics.
Oh, good.
So, because obviously that's one of my most popular courses that I teach. And I think there's a lot of people who are very interested in forensics. But then also one that's been going on and on and on and on and on is really the Soulmates book.
Yeah.
So that's come to a point now where, because of my relationship with Chris, because of my relationship with Kaylee, his daughter, and because of the relationships within my friends and my family, I've started to really understand, soulmates in so much more depth. And I don't feel as though I was actually fully ready until now to really bring it about.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was very much I don't want to say in an immature state, but I do feel as though there was an immaturity and an innocence in a way. But now I think I'm a little bit tarnished and a little bit, tainted. I feel as though there's more for me to kind of get my teeth into. So as I'm starting to write that and evolving with it's just quite a beautiful experience and journey to see how soulmates work and how we dance with each other throughout life.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And rather than immaturity, maybe it's just naivety.
Yeah. Okay. We'll use that word.
Okay.
I like using immature because I'm getting older.
Yeah. You can be immature in your bachelorette night.
Okay, perfect. Please do not give me one of those like fake, those little veils or anything like that.
We'll try to be as good as we can be.
Okay.
We got to have a little fun, okay?
Okay, no problem.
But we won't make anything that will make Chris upset because we love him.
Don't worry about him.
He's so great. Now, real quick too, because we're going to take some callers. So if you are out there and you have a question about development or something you need some insight on, the number here is 323-992-3115. Just remember, turn off all those external noises. So there's no ringing, dinging, blinging, and we have a really clear connection for you. That's so important. And we're just going to have a few rapid fire questions. So have your question ready. Be specific with us so we can dive in and get as many callers in as we can. Now, Lisa, we're going to take those in just a minute, but I do want to mention that you are doing a radio show yourself, Unity Online Radio, and that's Mondays at 3 p.m. Central. So tell us about this, because I know everybody's happy to have you on again.
Yeah, so I haven't had a radio show in a number of years for many reasons. And Unity reached out and said, hey, we would like to try it for 12 weeks. How do you feel about it? And I was like, sure. Anyway, I pre-recorded the show today and I was chatting with the producers and they went, your show is the one that we have the most callers. We had 150 callers in the first show. I was like, oh my gosh. So I love doing it. I think, we try and do various different topics. I'd love you to be on the radio show.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be great. And we just cover everything, so I think it's really diverse. You know me, I like to cover a lot of different topics and I like to educate. So, and of course I always do readings. I always try to dedicate the last half an hour to do readings because that's exactly what people call us for, is they want some readings.
They do want some readings, and it is such a great way to give back as well.
Absolutely.
So how about we try some of those readings here on air?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. How about number 14937? Hey, 937, you are on the air. This is Colby and Lisa. Who is this?
Hi, Colby and Lisa. I'm Julia Palmer from Ohio.
Hi, Julia.
Hi.
What can we do for you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I have been, you just don't know, waiting forever to get through. Every day. I had a question. I lost someone very, very close to me, and I just can't seem to pull through that because I'm stuck, stuck. I don't know how to explain it. I can't move past it. It just keeps me, and usually I'm okay. And I have a lot of dreams with a lot of people I've lost, and I'm the only one alive in the dream. And, but this one, I just can't step by it.
Okay.
So let me, and I don't know whether this is who you want to communicate with, but I have a gentleman that wants to step in. And as I step in with this gentleman, all I keep hearing is, I love you, 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 I love you. And I just have this absolute, sometimes sound effects are the only way I can go forward. It's like this absolute immense love for you. So I'm not sure if this was somebody that you were in a relationship with or that you just have this connection with. It's incredible. But what's interesting is he's actually bringing through a dog for you. So he's bringing through a dog and he's making me aware that he has this dog with you. And Colby, you can interrupt me if you want, but I just kept being shown that, right, thank you. He just keeps giving me this birthday. There's a celebration about a birthday that is coming up, and I'm almost seeing either the June or the July month. So it's a birthday and anniversary that's coming up in the June or July months.
My grandbaby's birthday is in July, but his birthday's in 3 days.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so
he's my brother.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he's like a son. Like I raised him. He's 10 years younger than I, and I raised him. So it was devastating.
So here's what I'm being shown is I also keep feeling as though when he passed quite quickly. So there was a feeling of him just sort of like going very, very quickly. And, you know, whether he was ready for it or not, but there's this feeling of him going quickly. Now, I always try to do this with everybody because I feel as though we always have to have a sign to go away with. And he's actually taking me up into the sky. And it's almost like, look at the stars, look at the cloud formations, look at the stars, because this is where his energy comes back to you. And he's also just said to me, look, listen to the songs as well. So he gives you the songs, which are very important, because I feel as though the songs are going to be very significant. And you may have heard a song in like a grocery store or somewhere recently, because he just kept making me aware of that. Now, can I just say to you, he's with mom, because he's just said to me, I'm with mom. Now that mom may still be with us, but he just keeps showing me energetically he's with mom. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. It would be grandma, not his mom, but grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who he's with.
Who was like, no, mom is still with us. Is that correct?
That's correct.
He's showing me
But
that
she's not well. She's not well.
That's the reason why he's energetically
There you go.
with her, because he's just said, and I, you know, you say one thing, I'm like, I question it, but he's showing me that he is with your mum right now, and he's making me aware that he's taking care of mum, and that is so important.
It is important because she asked about him all the time. Matter of fact, the kids stopped going over. His children stopped going to see her because they said, she asked me too many times where my dad's at. I can't keep telling her. I said, say she's busy or he's busy. And they said, I'm not going to lie to her. And I said, so, you know, she has Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
She's not going to understand, you know, and I'm glad to know because she asks me constantly where Jimmy is, what's he doing.
Oh, you know what was
doing good.
You know what was interesting is I kept getting something with one side of his body. So I don't know if there was something that impacted one side of his body or one side wasn't working as well. Do you know that, or would you be aware of that?
Well, he had back surgery, and he had a lot of weakness in one side of his leg, his right leg, I believe it was.
Okay.
And but when he passed, he just, like you said, he just went.
Yeah.
He just went. Like he snuck out the back door while nobody was looking.
And there's also
That's how it
he
feels.
keeps bringing me like a B name, like I don't know if there's a Billy or a Brian, Bobby, but I keep.
Bobby.
What?
My other brother is Billy.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Because he's recognizing the name, that Billy as well. Okay.
And he's with him, yeah.
And I do feel like there's also, you know, I just saw a handkerchief. Would your brother, would you understand him always having a handkerchief, or you have a handkerchief from him? Does that make sense to you?
No, but it does for my former husband. He always carried a handkerchief.
Oh.
He always carried one in his pocket.
Oh, that's what I keep pulling it out of too, my pocket.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. And he's in spirit as well then, is that
He's
correct?
the only person I know. I said, you know, it's 2000. People don't carry handkerchiefs anymore. He goes, I'll always carry a handkerchief.
There you
my
go.
God.
Okay.
And did he have a limp or walk with a limp or a waddle?
My brother or my former husband?
Your ex-husband.
No, not really.
Who had the waddle? Someone is walking like a little penguin. It's really weird.
We call it the Vernon Shuffle. I'm a nurse, and I took care of this gentleman. And when he walked down the hall, he looked like a little penguin. We'd say, oh, there goes the Vernon Shuffle. And everybody would do it. You know, we had fun with him.
Okay.
Well,
That's the only person I can think of.
I do know that they're just letting you know that they are around you. One last thing too, I just feel like the ex is just, I don't know, I don't think he ever stopped loving you.
He didn't. And he even told my husband, my current husband, he said, you got a good woman there. He said,
yes.
I'll never stop loving her.
No.
And my husband allowed me to stay with him out of town while he took care of the grandbabies and said, babe, stay as long as you need to, and, you know, don't let him go alone.
Yes.
So I laid with him till he passed.
Oh, and I know there's a lot of love for you there. So
very much.
Yeah,
so.
and he said to me, I don't know if I could be that man. I said, what man? He goes, the man who would allow my wife to go up and stay day and night with her former husband. And I said, babe, he's good. We're good.
Yeah.
You know, you're part of the family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. Well, just know that they're together. They're on the other side. And this is a chance for you to just feel at peace, okay?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I thank you both very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I watch Lisa all the time.
Well, there you go. It was your lucky night, thanks to Spirit.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, because I called one time and went straight through.
See?
So
Well, there
I
you
am
go.
very pleased.
All right.
I thank you very much. I got a little bit of comfort now, knowing
good.
he's okay.
You're welcome.
Well, have a great night.
You have a good evening.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, how about another one, huh? I know it's hard when she's, but
I love it.
You can tell she's a nurse, though. She's
Oh no, absolutely.
like,
you can.
like what a little empathic lover she is,
Oh
making
my
sure
God,
everybody's
adorable.
okay.
Adorable. All right, let's go on.
Okay, how
try
about number 2540? Hey, 540, you are on the air with Lisa and Colby. Who is this?
This is Elaine.
Hi, Elaine. How are you?
Oh, fine. How are you? I can't believe I got through.
Oh,
It's your lucky night.
I guess so, yeah. I tried to call a week ago and I couldn't get through.
oh. Well, you were meant to hear from Lisa. What can we do for you tonight?
Are you giving spirit messages tonight?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
I'm trying to see if you could connect with my son, if he has a message for me or anything.
Can I just ask, here's what I'm picking up, and bear with me for a second, because I had to take my glasses off because I felt like I got pain in my head. And I don't know why I wanted to take my glasses off with him. So I'm not sure if did he always wear sunglasses on the top of his head as well?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Okay.
I can't hear you so good for some reason.
Oh, okay. So what I'm picking up is I keep feeling as though there's this guy, and I had to take my glasses off my face, and I almost felt like I'd got either my head hurt or there was some connection to my head hurting. But then as I put my glasses back on, I felt like they were sunglasses, and I wanted to put them on top of my head. Almost as though I feel like I'm kind of this cool dude kind of wearing these cute sunglasses, and I don't know why I do that. So would you understand this connection with the sunglasses, or I don't know why, but I just keep feeling as though his glasses and his image was really important is all I want to say.
I don't know anything about sunglasses or glasses. No, he never wore sunglasses, and he didn't wear glasses either.
Okay, can I ask, is there somebody else in spirit that would also keep constantly taking the glasses on and off, on and off, on and off? It wouldn't be Mum, would it? Because I've got a female link to it. I'm not sure if Mum is passed. But...
Let's see. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, I know. I was just going to say, I know my mom, she wore glasses, but she just left them on most of the time. She didn't keep taking them on and off.
Okay, let me explain this. I want to take them off, and I don't want to bend them. It's almost, and I don't want to bend them, but I also want to put them on my head, and I just keep wanting to take my glasses off. Now, let me just ask, do you understand, was there anyone who had the problem with the head or any head trauma as well?
Head trauma?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know anybody that had head trauma.
Okay, don't worry, because that's what I was picking up, these glasses, and I kept feeling as though it was Mum. I wasn't connecting in with your son. I don't know whether Colby is.
I'm just kind of curious. Do you happen to wear glasses yourself, honey?
Yes, I do, just for reading, though.
So you take your glasses on and off?
I do, yeah, yes.
Your son is telling you
yes.
he's watching you.
Yes. Huh? What's that? Say that again?
Your son is around you because he's watching you take your glasses on and off all the time.
And
really? That's what that means.
Okay, now let me ask you
yes,
this.
because I'm always taking them on and off. Every time I have to read something, I can't read nothing without my glasses. Right.
You put them on your
so that
head
means
all the time as well?
He's watching me take them on and off.
Yeah.
Do you ever put them on your head?
Wow. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, okay.
That's okay. And do you ever put them on your head?
I didn't know anybody else who did that, but I do, right?
Do you ever put them on your head as well sometimes and then go, where's my glasses? And they're on top of your head?
No, that's something I never do. I never put them on my head.
I just wanted to put
I'll just lay them down on the table or something,
Let me go with this head thing. Do you ever suffer with the headaches as well?
No, I don't have very much problem with headaches.
Head that it's hurting, and I don't know why I've got that. So I'm going to let that one go because it must have been him. Because I was like, I know I'm taking my glasses on and off. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
There's something about writing, and I keep feeling as though there's a connection to either you writing or writing to him or journaling to him, because he keeps giving me this writing, which is really important. Now, for some reason, I'm also bending down and doing up my shoelace or doing something with my foot on my shoe. So I'm not sure if you have the problem with your foot or there was a connection to him doing something with his shoe. Because as I look at it, as I feel into it, I'm almost feeling like my shoelace is undone. So I'm not sure if
that wouldn't be me, because I usually wear slip-on shoes. Yeah, so that wouldn't be me.
Do you understand that this could be him? That it's like he's showing me the shoe of some form, because he's making me aware of the shoelace being undone. The shoelace is undone.
Really? Because that's not me. I usually wear slip-on shoes, so that wouldn't be me.
It may not be you.
I don't remember him. I don't remember him having that problem with his shoelaces.
I can't make it true.
He makes me feel like he was close to you, though. Like, I really feel like he was like a tender boy. He feels like he's a tender boy.
It's like we were best friends. Yes.
Yeah, and then also this sense where I feel like he would spend a lot of time at the house with you. He doesn't feel like he's out all the time. He actually feels like he really enjoyed spending time with you.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's what also I'm being shown here is a food. It's like there was a particular food that either you would make or that he would always crave, because I keep being shown the food, which is very, very important. And I don't know whether he was always hungry or you always felt like you were having to feed him, because he's giving me this need of food.
Oh, food. Well, there was not really one particular thing that he liked. He liked a lot of, different types of food that I cooked.
Yeah, maybe I'm not connecting with him, because I just keep seeing someone tripping over these it's like they're tripping over these laces that need to be done up, and I just keep being shown this food. It's almost like I want to go into the
You keep saying about the shoelaces, you said? Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what.
Yeah, don't worry. Maybe I'm not connecting.
He never had problems with his shoelaces coming untied, or that I knew about.
Don't worry about it, and don't worry about it. Maybe I'm not the one that's connecting. Maybe Colby is. So I'll let Colby take this one.
Well, I'll just finish just because we're getting to the bottom of the calls here. But I do just want to say to you, he gives me this feeling of holding your hand. And I do feel like he would comfort you, you know? And I feel like he's always comforting you. And I do feel like even at night, like when you're sitting at home by yourself, you really sit there and call his name out. You just keep calling him over and over. And so I feel like he's letting you know, he puts his hand on top of your hands and he says, Mama, I'm right here. I'm right here, Mama.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you? I know you said you're running out of time. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before he died, now he was in intensive care in the hospital, and I would go in there and I would hold his hand, but he couldn't talk because he had a respirator tube in his mouth. He couldn't talk. He could just like shake his head yes or no. So one day when I was holding his hand, I think he was trying to tell me something because he kept pulling on my hand. And I don't know could you tell me what he was trying to tell me? Do you see that? Or I've always wondered what he's been trying to tell me,
My personal feeling, we'll see what Lisa says. My personal feeling was, I love you. Like, I love you. I'm okay. I love you. Like, I feel like he wanted to say, I love you. Like he was trying to use his voice to make sure you heard it loud and clear. But Lisa, what do you get?
Well, I mean,
can I just say one more thing? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. When he was pulling my hand, and I did ask him. I said, "Are you trying to tell me you love me?" And he shook his head, yes. But then he kept pulling my hand again, like he was trying to tell me something else, and I didn't know what it would be.
What I'm actually picking up is the fact that, yes, okay, he loves you, but I feel as though he was also knowing that he wasn't. I also felt as though he knew what was going to be coming next.
Yeah.
And that he's okay about the next stage, because he just kept showing me that it was almost his feeling of coming next.
I'm kind of curious. You didn't happen to... I mean that you didn't happen to have to pull a plug or anything, did you, by chance, or undo something for him?
No, I did not. No.
Okay. Yeah, because I agree with Lisa that there's something where he knew he was transitioning.
Did he? He knew he was dying, did he?
Yeah, I feel as though he did.
But he knew it, but almost like I feel like he was telling you I'm okay though. Like I feel like it was not a desperation thing, more of I'm okay, like I'm strong. Like I feel like there's a sense of that around it.
Oh, like he knew he was dying, but he's saying like I'm okay.
I'm okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, he was a very strong person.
Yeah. So I do hope that has helped, and so sorry, but there is lots of love for you from him, okay?
Oh, thank you. Yes, that makes me feel so good. Thank you.
Good.
You're good. And every time you take those glasses off, you just think of him.
Oh, my God, yes, because I do take them off and out a lot during the day.
There you go.
Oh, well, now I know what that means, yeah. So every time I'm taking them out and off, he's right there with me? Is that what you're saying? He is right
there with you. That's right.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then I will think of him every time I take him on and off.
There you go. Well, you enjoy your night, honey.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Wow, that was so special, huh, Lisa?
Yes, I know. And sometimes, you just can't connect. But I'm certain about this head thing, and I don't know what it is.
I believe so. It could just be where she's not. Sometimes, though, there's that psychic amnesia, whereas they're not connecting the way
dots.
in which we're giving it to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm okay with it. And I feel as though this is where a lot of people get into their ego and go, oh my God, you really should connect. And I'm like, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. And sometimes you just have to be, okay, maybe I'll let Colby take it, because that's that's how teamwork works. That's exactly how you and I have always worked.
Yeah. No, they were really, and I know, like, the minute we just kind of had that light bulb with her, hey, it's you, like, oh
yeah, I was like, why am I doing that?
Yeah. And but one other thing too, real quick, because we are at the end of the show, but one other thing too that you are always teaching people is to stay committed to what you get. You kept saying, no, this is what I've got, and so sometimes, again, just because it's not connecting right away doesn't mean it's not right.
Absolutely. And I always say you're always right, but it's just how you interpret it is wrong.
Yes.
So, you have to go with that.
Always. Well, I can't believe it, but that is all of our time for this evening.
So quick.
And there's so many callers in queue. So lots of love to everybody for hanging in there. We're sorry we didn't get to more callers, but we had so much news to share with Lisa. Getting married, committing, getting a wedding dress.
Oh, gosh. Or 4.
Amazing. And we've got a lot of events in your book. And again, it's such always an honor to have you here. Always an honor. I got to have you back for sure.
Thank you.
And but I'll see you in just a few months. So this is going to be great. So
I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Yeah, and real quick, everybody, too. She's got the Unity Online, but she's also doing a lot of Facebook Lives. So I'm sure most of you have liked her page. But if not, go make sure you like the page so you can catch those live feeds, because they're really, really helpful to those out there, okay? Lots of love to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show again. I always love coming on this show. I always do.
Thank you. Thank you. And then I'll see you in just a few months.
Yes. Love it.
All right. Have a good night. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys next week.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.